my group and I worked very hard to complete this project, and Eric's going to tell you more about it. But first we're going to have Kathy from Barnum speak and tell us about the museum. We're going to have Jamie from the Bluefish talk to us about the stadium. Eric will tell us about the project that we did, and then the mayor will give us say something nice, and then...
Well, first I have to thank you all so much for coming and being a part of today. We've been working on this for a long time. I have to tell you, this is the second time we've done a project with the LGB class, and it's always a joy. First of all, it's great to get to know new friends to the museum, and they've really put their heart and soul into this. And I also want to thank our business manager, John Swing, because he is an alumni. And I'm bored. Right now our president of the board too, so she's always behind, making sure everything's done right. Adrian St. Pierre is a curator, Marion Costell. Big hand for Marion. She has been a volunteer for 18 years. And I just want, Jamie, I want you to come up here with me, because Jamie is also on the board at the museum, and when he came up with this idea, months and months and months ago, I was like, oh, I love this. This is so Barnum. And I was like, all right, how am I going to paint that suite too and do this? Well, when the idea of the LGB came up, John was like, maybe we can get a class to do. And we quick wrote a proposal and it was accepted. And everybody, where's the team? Where is this great team? It has been a joy not only to work with you, but to partner with such a close friend. And this is just the beginning of a great relationship. And I want to thank the mayor because he's always comes. And we're launching this amazing video. I have a copy for you. I do. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So I thank you, Mayor, and Jamie, I thank you so much for bringing us to your family, and I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, it's very hard to get someone to come in and decorate a suite for you that looks like that. It was such a brilliant idea. You do all the work, and it's going to look like this. These guys have worked so hard, and the one thing I would say is that's what this ballpark is meant to be. It's meant to bring our community together. And the work ethic, remember the first meeting that we were in there, we were all freezing? We were looking at the wall and the AC's hanging out sideways, and Aaron's like, can we do something with this? Sure, you can do something with the whole thing. So it's just exciting for me to feel the energy that's coming with the ballpark, with these groups. Barnum is a big part of Bridgeport history. We love him so much, we are naming our Sundays after him with the Magic City themes. It's kind of a fun feeling with the ballpark. You know, I'd like to think that we're a lot more engaged than we've been in a few years, and it's just phenomenal to see, first of all, the number of emails that were shared. If you were on the email chain, raise your hand.
Your sponsors?
Eric's going to tell us about it.
I got a laundry list. So, for those who didn't know, this is Leadership Greater Bridgeport. We're part of Class 26. There's 4 or 5 other teams who are also helping out different organizations in the city. So, really a lot of folks for us to thank. I'm going to go very quickly, but obviously the Bridgeport Regional Business Council, Lisa LaBella, Laura Campbell, Karen Kaufman, Karen Del Vecchio, thank you very much for all your help. Barnum Museum, Kathy, John Swing, everybody else was very helpful. Anything we kind of wanted to do, we were allowed to do. That was really the first meeting. We asked Jamie, you know, what can't we do? It was very limited, and I won't share those things with you right now. but we were allowed to do whatever. And Dan Gregory, who's unfortunately not in the room, Dan was so helpful. Sundays, nights, whenever we wanted to come in, Dan was opening up the ballpark for our team, and couldn't have gotten it done without his commitment. So it was very helpful of him. Our team, Brian Silvestro, who's not here today, Chris McFadden, Aaron Santa, Jason Gordon, Sarah Monk from Trung Ho, and then myself, Eric Cushman, and then a big laundry list of people who supported us. Let's see, Al Spadman, well, butchering that last name on marketing, Bob's Discount Furniture, $500 gift certificate to just go shopping, which is fantastic. Brody Wilkinson, Gilbane Building Company, Greater Bridgeport Transit, K. Morgan, Marsilio's TV and Appliance, Mechanical Heating and Plumbing, Pasteur Brothers Construction, Santa Energy, Stonehard, the Bridgeport Education Fund, the Wedding Turner Contracting Company, UIL Holdings, and Woodmere Electric and Communications. Came together much. Yeah, please eat some more food. So, or take home a tray of pastries with you. So it was really, I think, a pleasure for our entire team, really helping out 2 great organizations in Bridgeport. The Barnum Museum was preparing for rebirth, and then the Bridgeport Bluefish are really always around and just need more people to come to the stadium. So I think what we were able to do was really help 2 organizations in town, and we all had a great time doing it, and love for you to come down the hall and see the suite. Excuse me.
Well, I think it's pretty cool that we're under the Karma Club because really the karma in this city is just wonderful, and it always has been, but I think we're sort of picking it up and shining it off and making it even better. It's amazing when you sit here because the vitality of the city can be really viewed right from this room, probably better than any place at this elevation, because you can see the railroad, you can see the ferry boat, you can see Steel Point, you can see Bridgeport Hospital, and you can see People's Bank. And the imprint of P.T. Barnum is on every single one of these things, except maybe the Bluefish, although I would say his entrepreneurial spirit is what drives the Bluefish and drives all of you here. But, and we actually have a game here for your enjoyment. A little something we threw in for you. But what the class has done is really remarkable, I'm told. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to go down and see it, so I'll be very brief. But we're really at a tipping point for this city. You know, so many good things are happening. Half of our kids will be in brand new schools or renovated schools when we finish this largest ever school replacement process. We'll have opened 3 brand new parks, and we'll have reopened Pleasure Beach. We'll be seeing Steel Point's first phase completed. We'll have built 1,000 units of housing with 2,000 either planned or financed and approved already. So much of the buildings that you're going to see over by Santa Fuel that are on the highway, not their buildings, but the other ones that are empty and disreputable looking, those have all been bought. They're all going to be renovated, and within 2 years those will be full of people living there with 325 apartments, a school, and a grocery store. So the inertia in the city is just remarkable. It started to a large extent right here because this was an old factory brownfield site that people had a vision that professional baseball would succeed in Bridgeport, and nobody thought it would, and it did. And we do need your help in selling more tickets. We find this with a lot of sporting franchises, even in the major leagues, that people are bowling alone, so to speak, as the book says, and they're not going out. So we need to get your friends, have a good time, and we need to do more of take people out to the ballpark and support the Barnum Museum and tell people how important this institution is, because this is in memory of one of the most important Americans who ever lived. Let's repeat that again. P.T. Barnum was one of the most important Americans who ever lived. No matter what historian you talk to, he's in the top 100 of Americans because of his impact on our country and on our society. So we're lucky to have the Barnum Museum here. And we're lucky to have all of you here supporting it today and supporting the Bluefish. So just keep moving forward, keep talking positive things about the city, and you just never know what's going to happen. So thanks, Eric.
Love working in town, working on some of those apartments actually.
Everybody's dying to come to Bridgeport. Keep moving up, we'll make more room. Come on.
Yeah, I think
Come on,
I'm
everybody
working
get
on
in. Eat everything. Yeah. Everybody get in the picture, unless you're too shy, you can't. Isn't it better?
This is something that's
Exactly. Big decision.
my finger's out.
No, no.
I was wondering when we stopped it.
I have a little video.
All right. How about on the count of 3 we say PT?
Okay.
All right. On the count of 3, PT.
1, 2, 3.
PT! Looks like I was slapping you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm not into that.
It's a great room.
Thank you.
I'm not telling you where to stay, right? I'll put a bit of one to